Hey, it's a special day today, April 9th. It's 5 years since I lost a friend. So I'm going to mark that anniversary right here in the park in the great city of Toronto. That, and also an update about how my no beer drinking is going. Hey everyone, and welcome back to a dry run where I try to drink no beer for an entire year. So come along on the journey with me and see if I can do that. Beer is my beverage of choice, so I'll update how I'm doing. It's been about 7 weeks, but today, April 9th, it's kind of a special day. It's been 5 years since I lost a good friend, and I'm here to commemorate that particular day. It was a very sad day 5 years ago. So let's roll back the clock by the calendar by a year. So 1 year ago, I came to this park, and this is called Hyde Park. It's in the city of Toronto, and it really is a large urban oasis. It's about 220 acres, and if you're ever planning a trip to the city, Toronto, it's worth a visit. It can kind of, if you get away from the entrances and go into the woods like I am, you can kind of get away from things. It's really a nice natural spot to be, and it's got a big pond, and you could even fish in that pond and take a boat out. But anyway, I'm here today because a year ago I wanted to do something to memorialize my dog, and his name was Eddie. Now, Eddie was a Vizsla, and as you can see in these pictures, they're hunting dogs. That's him right there, and he was a beauty. Like he could track, he could retrieve, he could point. He was just a great dog and great companion, and he lived to almost 12 years old. But he got sick, and unfortunately I had to put him down in 2013. So last year, in 2017, I came to this spot in the park where we used to always enter, and I let him off the lead, and he would shoot out like a rocket and just go down this trail. And so I found a spot, a quiet spot here, which I'll show you in a minute. And I set up a little memorial for him. I put a photo there, I put a little stake in the ground, and I scattered his ashes, which I'd saved in an urn for several years. So I kind of had a little ceremony. I mean, why not, right? He's a good friend. Any dog owner would understand, especially if you were single or mostly single. You know, he was a good buddy. So I felt he deserved something like that, and it kind of put closure on it for me. That was a very bad time back in 2013 with a number of things going on, but particularly, you know, losing the dog amidst all that, that was pretty tough. So anyway, let me see. 1 year ago, I haven't really checked it out, so we're getting close to the spot, and is a little fork in the path, and that's the actual spot. But I'm not surprised, there's nothing here. But I thought 1 year after the anniversary, I thought I would come and pay another visit. I found Eddie was a special dog. I still miss him. I do think of him frequently. Fortunately, I have another dog in my life. It's not my dog, but I have a friend who has a very lovely dog, and we get along very well, and I take her for walks and things like that. So I'm not without a furry friend. And I think that's important in life. I never used to be a dog owner. I grew up with cats. I have 2 cats now. But I didn't get a dog till I was in my 30s. And it was like a natural bond that I never had before. I just found that I could fill there was something missing that they provided. Their loyalty, their companionship, and we could do things together, just going for walks, going for runs, playing frisbee, playing fetch. A dog was an excuse just to get outdoors. So anyone who has a dog would understand all that, and I miss having one, but unfortunately, where I live right now, the circumstances don't really lend themselves to having a dog. Plus, at the moment, life is a little unsettled, shall we say, and it's difficult having a dog on your own. There's a lot of work to them, and they do need attention, they do need exercise, and of course they do get sick, so there's always vet bills to think about as well. So to my friend Eddie, thanks for everything you did. You were a great friend, a great companion, and you did a lot for my life, and I hope I did a lot for yours. Thanks. Okay, as for the other stuff about the no drinking beer part, it's going very well. I haven't really had very many cravings, and I just want to be clear again that I'm doing this as a choice. And if you do really feel you have an issue with drinking or a drinking problem, you should probably seek some help. And it's very difficult to give something up that's an addiction. But in my case, I was mostly a weekend drinker. But even that, it felt like it kind of slowed down my start to the week. And after a while, I started feeling that the time I spent just feeling sort of sluggish on the weekends and on Mondays were not a fair exchange for the if you want to call it pleasure, or the having a few drinks the night before. And it's especially, everybody knows that, it's especially harder when you get older. So so far, I'm feeling more energetic, of course, sleeping better, doing more with my time, but you kind of hit like a bit of a flat zone where, not much is going on in your life, and sometimes you look forward to having those drinks Friday or Saturday night, and when that's no longer there, you have to fill that time. And that's a challenge because I don't want to be stuck for an overly long time in this feeling of just not drinking. I saw a good video about this, that one of the people said you have to get past the not drinking part into starting living part. So I mean, I live a life, but I have to be involved with other kinds of people, other kinds of activities, other kinds of things to do that don't involve drinking. So that's sort of the next challenge for me. We're about 7 weeks in now, and like I said, feeling pretty good. A little more energy, and things are going well, but I would say those things are expected. But what I really wanted from this to see is a social experiment. I'm really focusing on productivity to see what, if anything, I can be more productive, and how to channel that extra energy and extra time into something that is tangible, something that will, have a greater benefit. That's the thing for me. I think the health was expected. I mean, I do go to the gym, I work out. Now I might be working out a little bit more, but I wasn't really doing this for the just the health benefits or because I had to. It was mostly about doing it to see how I could channel that extra time and that extra energy into doing the kinds of things like this, doing videos and doing videos for clients. I have a little company called Red Dog Video, a little plug there. But that's what I really want to get out of this, and so we'll see where we are. I've never done a year. I've done like 2 months, 3 months, done that several times, and so now we're nearing the 2-month mark, and we'll see how it goes. So I think I've rambled on enough. Okay, so that about does it from High Park here. It's starting to warm up. We're supposed to be hitting some nice milder temperatures later this week, but the start of the week, it's kind of cool. But it was a special day. It was nice to see my old friends' ceremonial grounds, and I feel good about that. So until the next time, click to subscribe, click that little thumb button if you like it. A Dry Run will be bringing you more content about the social experiment of not drinking beer and other stuff as well. So until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye now.